What is up, everybody? Kreashunz here, and today I'm going to talk about my life. You guys already seen like all my past videos from chapter 1, and we're all the way up to chapter 9. This is going to be chapter 10, which is called Middle School Pokemon Craze. Okay, so back in middle school, Pokemon was like the biggest thing in the world, and I bought like a ton of Pokemon. This was like a big fad back in my high school that I went to, and I guess all around, like everywhere, everyone has a Pokemon card no matter what. And every time we get home, we end up watching Pokemon on WB20. Never miss an episode. I know my friend like was such a huge fan of Pokemon that, you know, he bought the soundtrack, which was, you know, I can't I can't you know, compete with him. But all I had was cards. But aside from all that, like, I don't really care for Magic cards, like, you know, really play them. So what I do is I hustled these kids when I was in middle school, you know, selling cards. There was like a club for Magic cards, well, for Pokemon in general. I remember when this one kid came up to me and told me that he wanted to buy some Pokemon cards. So I brought my binder with the like 10 to 15 pages of Pokemon cards, and he said he wanted an energy card, and I told him it was $1 if you wanted an energy card. So in the end, I hustled him, and I wound up getting $10 for 10 Magic cards. And by the end of the day, I wound up collecting $100 easy for one day. And after, when that day was over, I ended up buying some more cards. I bought like a huge deck of Pokemon cards with everything, the complete set, like a little map filled with all these I guess pebbles, or I don't know how to describe them, but those things are supposed to be connected with the energy cards. At least, I guess, I don't know, because I don't really play Magic cards, like I said before. Then, the week after that, I don't know the name of the magazine, but it showed, like, all the prices for the cards. So that, the Magic card that I gave to that kid a week before that is only worth 10 cents. And it really sucks because, you know, I got these two other guys that came in. They bought the magazine, and there was a buyer that wanted to buy my cards. So these two idiots show up with the magazine. They're spectating on how I sell the cards to the buyer, and then they said, you know, you're getting screwed over. This is the actual amount of price. And then the buyer was like, you know, I guess he, like, you know, listened to them, and the buyer left. The two guys with the magazine left, and I wound up with nothing. That magazine sucks, right? I know, like, that I wanted to continue to hustle and do my part, sell all my Pokemon cards as much as I can, but what I should have done is, instead of buying Pokemon cards, I should have just saved up my money instead. But hey, that's when the trend was back then, and I guess up until, you know, high school, I think the trend ended when I was in 9th, like the whole 9th grade. Well, the end of 9th grade. We'll just leave it as that. That's when the trend stopped. Like, it just completely stopped. But I did have the Pokemon games. I did have a Game Boy Pocket. Me and my friend were like playing Pokemon. I think I had Pokemon Blue, he had Pokemon Red, and we're playing it in class. But this was like in 9th grade, and I'll get to that in another video in 9th grade. But yeah, and after I guess all that, that's when the days when Game Genie and Game Shark was around. And here's the thing, like, this generation now, I know this is going, I don't know if it's going to be going off topic or not, but it's still under Pokemon. But now, this generation, there's too many Pokemons already. It's like over 1,000, I guess. I don't know. That's how I feel. It's like there's way too many of them. My friend told me about there's a Pokemon called Garbage-mon and Vanilla-mon. It's like they're running out of ideas. They're running out of ideas for names for Pokemon. And all I can say is these Pokemon characters need to keep in their pants, because they're, you know, they are expanding so much that there's going to be no room in the Pokemon world. I don't know. So it went from, like, I grew up with 151 Pokemon. That's it. But I did play Pokemon, let's see, there's Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Yellow. I was a little iffy about Pokemon Green, and Pokemon Gold and Silver and Crystal. That was it. I did not go any further than that, because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to have all that Pokemon. I mean, it's great that the company's making, you know, making money to make these games to add more, because I remember when Pokemon, there was no gender for Pokemon. And then when, I guess, when Gold and Silver came out, they have genders now. So during that time when Blue, Red, and Yellow was around, I guess that Pokemon were transgender or something. I don't know, but like, did it really matter that every different kind of Pokemon needs to have a gender? Just leave it as a Pokemon character. You don't need to make anything else. Just leave it as it is. And I can easily tell that in the future, I know there's Pokemon Black 2, Pokemon White 2, and it is just getting out of hand. For me, it's getting out of hand, and it's never going to end. So I think that's all I need to say. Like, I'm not going to go back to playing Pokemon all over again, you know, following the trend of what's, well, I'm not going to call it a trend anymore. It was a trend back in middle school and a little bit of high school, but that was it. So with that being said, like this video, make your favorite, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy chapter 10 of my life about, you know, middle school Pokemon craze. Comment down below what you guys think about Pokemon. Do you think it's getting out of hand? Do you guys think it's ridiculous to have like 100, 200, 300 more? I mean, it's just, it's blowing up like wildfire. That's all I can say. They're extremely everywhere. I did play it. Well, I did play the one on for Google Maps, just because it just brought back memories. But that's a whole different story. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So until then, see you guys later. And yeah, that's all I can say. Yeah. See you guys later.